Hello, and welcome back, subscribers. Today, I'm going to be doing the left versus right hand challenge, and I'm going to be drawing while talking about my Pony Sona Crystal Dust. It's been a while since I've made her, so let's get down to the lore. To start off with, to answer some questions, no, she's not an alicorn. Yes, she is a unicorn, and I tried to make my character so many times over, it's honestly ridiculous how much I put into this character, and I think it was around season 4, I actually stopped drawing fan artwork of my character. I honestly don't know why, but I immediately jumped on the bandwagon of furry characters, and we all know how that's going now with all of the illustrations that I'm making, but it dawned on me, I'm like, I haven't drawn her in a while, so I thought I'd go back and look at all of her old reference sheets, and I went even further back to her first reference sheets, and oh boy. When I first created her, she was just a regular old unicorn, and her name fit her cutie mark a little too well. She was literally just a pony with a crystal, or a crystal that was shattering, or something like that, where I guess I wanted her to just have that cutie mark with no real personality behind it. I think I went based off of rarity, where she was able to find gems and shiny things, because as a young kid, I really liked shiny things. So that fit for a while, but after a while, I saw the community of YouTubers that were creating their Pony Sona characters, and my horizon expanded, and I thought, what if I made a natural colors? So I tried for browns, and there were too many other content creators out there that already had pony characters, and I got self-conscious. I didn't want my character to look exactly like someone else's, so stylizing her, I thought, okay, let me try to put her hair up in a ponytail, because I haven't really seen that, rather than just spiky hair. So she went from being blue, with blue and white hair, to brown, to finally I settled upon purple. Because one of the things that still bugs me to this day was I was so worried about borrowing a color palette, or stealing, in quotation marks, a color palette. That's like saying you can't color anything blue because the sky's already blue, or you can't color anything brown and green because trees are already brown and green. It sounds ridiculous, I know. And that was my thought process back then because of the online interactions, and I didn't want to mimic anyone else's character. So after many sketches, I finally came up with the Unicorn Crystal Dust, and her cutie mark was a sort of like rainbow feather, drawing wings. I wanted it to symbolize the artistic kind of side of things, but illusionary magic, to where when she would use her magic, she would get wings temporarily. And with this, I had to give an explanation. I'm like, why would she need that? Who is she going to see with these wings? Does she need to go up to Cloudsdale on a regular basis? Yes, technically she does, because that is where my boyfriend's pony character came into play. He has a Pegasus that was named Shadow Dust, and I thought, how is she gonna visit him? Because this was before like season 7 or 8, when there was like much more magic expansion where you could fly up to clouds, and although you might be pointing, hey, didn't Rarity get butterfly wings in an episode? Yes, she did, but that wasn't what I wanted. I didn't want her to have just butterfly wings. I wanted it to be where she temporarily couldn't use her magic when she had these wings, and of course the wings would eventually fade away and go back to normal. I wanted it to be an equivalent exchange and sort of a timely thing that she could use to visit her boyfriend Crystal Dust up in wherever it was, whether it was Cloudsdale or something like that. And the more I thought about it, especially when season like 8 and 9 rolled around, I was like, why haven't I drawn fan artwork in a long time? And it actually goes back to a video that I just recently made about my unpopular opinion about art for fan art. So if you guys want to check that out, shameless plug, go check that out for more details. But I couldn't find the old illustrations that I was talking about where it was in color, but I was able to scrounge up these to show you what I used to draw like back when season 2 to like season 7 was airing. And let me just say, this was my left hand back when I first started trying to draw these characters, and it looks like chicken scratch. The joints look very broken, and I gotta laugh, and you're more than welcome to join in and criticize these drawings as much as you want, because they, to me, look horrible, so I can only imagine to anyone else looking at this that, yeah, these don't look like the best of illustrations. but that was why I had lots of spare sheets of copy paper and sketchbook pages so that I could experiment to my heart's content. And honestly, when I finally did decide upon color palettes, I was glad that I switched over from traditional artwork to digital artwork, because I couldn't really find a stylization that I liked at the time, because this was around 2017 when I had sort of solid design for her. And at the time as well, I made fan artwork for my boyfriend of his character, Shadow Dust, playing an electric guitar, and some ship artwork, and this took forever to do, and I was happy with the result. And I gotta say that I wish I would have kept this sort of bubbly-cheeked style of pony characters, but I guess it faded away. Again, I was scared of stylizing too much, I guess, but I gotta say, I'm probably gonna go back and try out that sort of bubbly-cheeked style from 2017. But I am happy that I was able to pose the characters more, and they didn't look like they had broken legs, and I even experimented with art style kind of color challenges and stuff, where I was using these how-to-draw tutorials that I found, and it helped me out a bit to understand different ways that other people would draw. It definitely didn't stick with me, because, again, I stopped drawing pony characters for some reason after that time. My final thoughts on this illustration challenge: I liked it. I love the left illustration. The illustration on the right looks much better than my 2015 artwork, but it still looks like chicken scratch, so I know that I'm not the best with my right hand. And if you guys want to, as a bonus, I made a male alicorn character for a story, and I made a bunch of pony characters that were based off of the rainbow. If you guys want a sequel to this video, let me know. Pause them in the comments section down below if you made it this far, and put your paws to that subscribe button for weekly content, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!